So the collaboration with Excelr was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if Excelr and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with Excelr was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank Excelr for being a part of it.
I was very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later for my college, I get to know about Excelr and I enrolled in Excelr course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory part, he is doing how real digital marketing works, and it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they're not only focusing on study, they're also conducting different exam to test our knowledge, and as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you, Excelr.
Recently, I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google, and I came across Excelr, and I attended a digital marketing course which was for 15 days. My mentor Mayur helped me for attending these classes. So he is a very informative and helpful guy. In the course end, there is a exam which I topped, so I came to the Excelr office in Bengaluru. This digital marketing course has helped my career and my skills to develop, and the certificate has helped my company to join. Thank you, Excelr.
I came to know about this course from my college. Actually, for learning platform, this is very nice, and I learned from here ChatGPT and AI from online. Vikas is teaching for me for AI generative and ChatGPT. We are using this technology in more. And after finishing the courses, I came from for collecting the certificate. I seen the classrooms and faculties. Classroom is very nice. After the completion of exam, they will give gift and certificates. Thank you, Excelr, for giving these courses. I learned a lot from this. I gained the more knowledge from here. And thank you for Excelr for teaching us.
Hello guys, I'm Vikram Mahajan and I'm studying in Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology College, and I came across a training program which was mobile app development using Flutter, which was given to us by Excelr Solutions. I came across this program through my college faculty who told us about this program, that it is a very good course and you should enroll in this course. So I enrolled in this course, and initially I felt really good about this course because they started everything from a very basic point of view, that even if someone who doesn't know anything about Flutter or anything about mobile app development can also learn the same way the ones who know about it are learning. So no student was left.
Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of Excelr at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. A hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a live classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Wanna get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So, today we are going to look at a small program related to our AI. As a part of AI, we will understand what is natural language processing, and then I'll show you a small program how to execute this natural language processing. Okay, so let me share my screen. So we have understood in our previous sessions that artificial intelligence is one big umbrella in which we have different uh, concepts like machine learning is one concept, deep learning is another concept. So machine learning involves a lot of machine learning algorithms. Deep learning involves neural networks, right? So similarly here, we have natural language processing, which also comes under umbrella of artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is not just one subject, it is having lot of things under it. So if you just look at NLP, that is one of the natural language processing tool. It's a tool to process your natural languages. So what are natural languages? So natural languages here refers to human languages. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Student. Okay. So I will open. So as part of our artificial intelligence, we have several things, not just one. So machine learning was one part. So deep learning is nothing but neural networks. Natural processing, natural language processing is the third one. And robotics is also part of your artificial intelligence. So here, in the first class, I have explained you what is machine learning and what is neural network in brief. Today, we are going to understand what is natural language processing. In short, it is called as NLP. So the ability to understand speech as well as understand and analyze the text documents. Okay. The ability to understand the human languages in the form of speech or text documents is called as natural language processing. Okay. So NLP is nothing but natural language processing, discovering people opinions, emotions, and about feelings. It may be related to a product or a service, or it could be generally an email. Okay, what is the sentiment of the email, whether it is a positive email, negative email, right? So, so these kind of products are there. Let's say reviews will be given to the all the products on the Amazon, right? So Amazon reviews, you go and read, and if they're positive, you will buy the product, or negative, you will not buy the product. So if you have to process thousands of reviews as a human being, it will take a lot of time for you to read and understand, right? So we can make use of natural language processing to understand what is the sentiment carried out in this given text data, whether it is positive sentiment or negative sentiment. Like this, if you can take the feedback of the products, whether feedback of the product or service is positive feedback or negative feedback, so that management will understand where they have to improve, where they do not have to bother about. So right, that natural language processing is having many kind of applications. So natural language processing is combination of computer science, statistics, mathematics, and neuroscience. Here, linguistics are also applicable. Linguistics are nothing but the language nuances is called as linguistics. So, NLP is also an interdisciplinary field. It's a part of your artificial intelligence. So, why it is useful? NLP is also called as text mining. How it is useful? What kind of business problems can be solved using text mining? So, the use of computation methods and techniques to extract high quality information from text, we use NLP. A computational approach to discover previously unknown information or knowledge through automated extracted of information from often large amounts of unstructured text is also done by NLP, right? So the text could be in several formats. You can have ebooks, financial and other business reports. We can work with various kind of administrative documents, business documents, news articles, blog post, Wikipedia, your social media post. All this comes under unstructured text data. So it is estimated that approximately 80% of the available data is in the format of unstructured data. So it makes sense for us to learn NLP as well, because if the most of the data is present in unstructured format, so we might have to go with the techniques which will help us to work on the unstructured format. And this NLP will enable you to do the effective and efficient use of huge quantities of textual data. So as a human being, we can read maybe 100 reviews per day or 150 reviews per day. But if you want to achieve more than that, like automated extraction of information from huge amounts of data, is only possible through techniques using AI. So what are the real-time applications of NLP? Document classification. Document classification comes under, let's say, if you have to predict whether email is spam or not, right? So whether an incoming email is spam or not. If you see in most of our email boxes, spam emails goes into a separate folder. Only no spam emails will be remaining in your inbox. All the spam images or the spam emails are detected and they are sent to the separate folder. How it is happening? It's called as document classification. Whatever the contents of the email are there, they're responsible for being ham or spam. Ham is nothing but not spam. So you're classifying it and putting it in a different folder altogether. That's called as document classification. Clustering of documents, document summarization. That means what is there inside a given document. You have a financial document, let's say agreement. So businesses often do a lot of agreements, right? So every time you have an agreement, there will be 40-page, 50-page agreements will be there. So nobody will have so much of patience to read some agreements now. Usually financial team will read, or another legal team will be there sitting for reading all those documents, and they will help the management to take the decision whether to sign the documents or not. But this document summarization tools, which is an automated way of extracting the information from this 50-page agreement, you need not have a separate team to read for you. So it will summarize what are the legal points that are discussed, what are the commercial points that are discussed. Highlights will be given to you. Accordingly, you can take the decision, right? Or visualization, what is there written inside there, what are the types of words, what is the sentiment that is carried out. All those things can be done. Making predictions. Using the text data, we can predict stock market prices. We can predict the gold prices. Text data in the sense you can collect a lot of articles that will be published on upcoming prices of the gold or upcoming prices of the stocks. Based on that, we can build certain models. Again, it's a combination of NLP and machine learning. It's not just the NLP, but in combination with NLP and machine learning, we can do such predictions. Okay. And we can also build content-based recommender systems. Content-based recommender systems in the sense, let's say you're reading certain blog about artificial intelligence on certain website. So you're reading about artificial intelligence. The content is read by the machine and it understands what is that you're reading. And similar kind of blogs will be recommended to you. Maybe you're reading this, so you might also like this content. So it will recommend few other blogs based on what you're reading, right? Have you might have experienced this a lot of times, right? We have content-based recommender systems, not just in blogs and articles. We see this in news and Instagram, YouTube. When you watch a particular reel or something, the similar kind of reels will be fed onto your profile, right? Instagram and YouTube also uses this. If you watch a certain video, similar kind of videos will be recommended. Netflix uses this, right? So these are all recommendation systems which are part of your artificial intelligence. And if it is, especially if it is text data, we call it as content-based recommendation systems. So NLP is not just used for text data, processing the text data. We have to understand that NLP, it can also be used for speech data. Okay, NLP applications are everywhere, and it is highly unlikely that you have not interacted with any such application. So there are the applications of NLP includes all your virtual assistants that we use day in and day out. Alexa, Siri, Cortana, or if you look at your cars, you have cars connected to your Bluetooth. You can speak to the car. You can dial the contacts without touching. You can just give the voice instructions. You can make a lot of things using voice instructions, right? How these are designed? So these are able to understand your speech by using NLP only. Natural language processing means human languages. And there are several language models. That means machines are already trained with English languages, Spanish language, French language, that there are many pre-built language models are there. So that based on all those things, this virtual assistant, customer support tools like chatbots, if you open Swiggy or if you open any other website these days has chatbot, you do not directly will not speak to any of the customer care executive. You will be routed to the chatbots only. There a machine will speak to you saying that what is your problem, what is your order number, what kind of help you would need. So it's all based on the chatbots and NLP. Then we have a lot of sentiment analyzers, translators. Google Translate we have, which converts the speech from one language to other language, which converts the text from one language to the other language. Document similarity systems. So there are many applications that we are having of NLP at this point of time. And the adoption of these tools is growing very quickly since the speed and accuracy of these applications have increased manifold over the years. So this is one of the translate.google. We all know about this, right? I need not explain about it. Everybody uses this google.co.in translate. This is based on NLP. Especially it uses artificial neural networks called as transformers and encoders. Okay. Encoders, decoders will be used for translation. And sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis is a uh, very good way of analyzing your text data sentiment, whether it is positive sentiment, whether it is negative sentiment or neutral sentiment, something like that. So this is one of the website which is giving you the sentiment analysis. So here text analysis, data is given, text data is given. When you click on analyze, it should be able to give you what is the sentiment that is carried out, positive sentiment, neutral or negative. I think this is not working properly. Let's choose this one. Food, I do not mind going to the Italian restaurants for food ratings. I think the lasagna is more bad. You can take anything. All my hopes were crushed by you. So let's say analyze. And let's just ask me not about it. It's not able to give you. This demo is not working, I guess. So these are the different language models you see. This is a website wherein they have created the sentiment analyzer. They are giving the demo over here, but I think the demo is not working. It's asking I'm not a robot, yeah. After clicking this, it's not giving the sentiment. It should give the sentiment. Either it is positive sentiment or neutral sentiment or negative sentiment. Let's try with another one. No, this is not working, I guess. It's okay. So we have different APIs here, but nothing is emotional. So these are different emotions that it is there. No, it is not working. So if it is working, you will see how much happy the sentence is having, what is the level of angriness, excitement, sad. So it is going to give you different emotions that are carried out in this particular sentence. So sentiment analysis or emotion analysis, nothing but you are going to find out what is the sentiment that is carried out. So apart from the sentiment, you can also come up with several emotions also that are carried out in your sentence. So this particular website is not working. It's okay. I will show you another one. This should be working. Core NLP run is there. Yeah. So you can see I have just written a small sentence. Hi, how are you? And I'm happy that I have met you. So I'm trying to get the sentiment analysis for this. If I submit this, you can see it is giving me the sentiment of the given line. It says it's a positive sentiment because I'm happy that I have met you. So here most of the words are neutral, but on the whole, this sentence is a positive sentence. So if you write anything negative, it will say negative. Like this, it is going to give you the sentiment of each text document here. So sentiment is always about positive, negative, and neutral, whether it is carrying positive vibes or negative vibes or neutral vibes. Okay. Movie reviews are there, customer feedbacks are there, right? So restaurant reviews are there. So based on the analysis, if you have most of the positive reviews, you can go with them. Somebody will give you the ratings, a star rating. 4 rating will be given, but while they write, they will express all those things that they are not happy about also. So ratings must be confusing sometimes, but if you do the analysis based on the content, they are never wrong. Recently, Amazon also introduced one such thing. Let me just show you. If I'm not sure if it is launched for everybody or is it only a beta version. Amazon.in. So let's just take some common refrigerators or something like that, which was having around 5,000. This Samsung. I'm taking a one which highest ratings just to see if you come down to the ratings and reviews of this particular, see here on the top. So this is individual customer reviews. Nice fridge, yes. Bought this from my family at the price. Samsung is great option. You have individual reviews, but on top, if you see, it says customers say customers like the value, noise, and size of the refrigerator. They mention that it's a great product with almost no running cost. They appreciate the energy efficiency, size, and quality. However, some customers have reported issues with leakage. Opinions are mixed on storage space and cooling. So if you see this, this text is derived, AI generated from the text of the customer reviews. So after doing the natural language processing of these reviews, this is called as document summarization. It is summarizing what customers are saying. So this is also one of the application of the NLP. Right? So what is NLP? Natural language processing, which can help you in processing the text data to mine the emotions or to mine in the sense to extract the sentiment or to extract the emotions. We can use NLP. Okay. So I'll show you a small code or Python program to get the sentiment drawn. So you might not be able to understand it's full-fledged because it involves a lot of processing of the data, but I will show you how it actually works so that you have an idea what Python can do. Just a moment. Let me open Jupyter Notebook. Oh, sorry, Google Colab we are using. Let's open Colab. So this is a new notebook that I am working on. So this we are going to use for our sentiment analysis. Let's say sentiment, or let's just put sentiment NLP. Okay. So I'm going to write. So in Python, sentiment analysis can be done using certain submodules or modules of the Python. So Python is having lot of modules. So what are these modules? Modules are nothing but libraries, or we call them as packages also. So these are designed for performing particular tasks. Like if you have pandas, they will be helpful for handling the data. NumPy is there. It is a tool that is used for numerical Python. NumPy stands for numerical Python. Similarly, we are going to do the sentiment analysis using different libraries. Okay. So let me just introduce you to some of the libraries first. So, I'll open the file. Yeah. You all look at the screen, right? So here if you see what is happening is, so I'm importing libraries like NumPy. NumPy is used for linear algebra, and Pandas is used for data processing, input output processing, and strings are for special operation on the strings, and Spacey is for language models. These are the different libraries in Python which will help us. Similarly, we have Matplot library for visualizations and showing the graphs. If you want to work on plots and graphs, Matplot library is required. And then we have word cloud. If you want to show the visualizations of the text data, then we can use the word clouds. So first here we are importing the required libraries, all pandas, numpy, everything. And then I have the data set called as apple.txt. This is available in a URL called as GitHub. So there is a place called as GitHub, which is called as code repository. Lot of people will publicly upload the data sets over here so that you can download it for your practices. So this is a data set called as apple.txt, which is available in the GitHub. So I'm reading that directly from the GitHub and storing it in a variable called as B. Okay. So it's still loading here. Let me just apple.txt file on the GitHub, right? So GitHub repository. So data set. So we have a lot of data sets given here. So you can make use of any of the apple.txt is just Apple reviews data set. That is the reviews that are available for the MacBook. So these are the reviews that are available for the MacBook. You can make use of this data set. So here you can see this person has uploaded lot of reviews or lot of data sets are there. We can take any data set and we can start using that. So these are downloadable. It's a public library. So we can make use of this. We can download this. We can just copy this and you can download also. Right. So I have got the URL here. I'm reading the data using read_CSV. This is a function that is used in Python to read the files. And after that, we are removing anything white spaces after reading this data. If you see, it is having the reviews. It's amazing. Battery lasts around 10 to 12 hours, something like that. So these are the reviews that have been collected from the Amazon for Apple MacBook. So these are reviews that are collected from the Amazon for the MacBook reviews. So there are total 81 lines are there. So these reviews, we are reading them. So you can see here the same data. After reading the data from the given URL, we are removing certain white spaces before and after the reviews using x.strip. Then we are removing the empty strings. So that is called as pre-processing. Don't worry about that. So after removing unnecessary things, this is our data. All the reviews of your MacBook is given to us. So now to apply sentiment analysis, okay? If you want to apply the sentiment analysis, we are going to look at it. A small code has to be written here. So let me just look at this code here. 1 second. Yeah, I'll show you how to calculate the sentiment of this data. Yeah, so there is a library called as NLTK. From this NLTK, we have the NLTK.sentiment. It's a submodule. In this, we have sentiment intensity analyzer. So these are pre-built models. That means somebody has already worked on this, how to calculate the sentiment of the each sentence. and they are given readily to us. Similarly, we have another library called as text to block. This is also a pre-built library to calculate the sentiment of our given text data. So we have to import. So first import NLTK. Import is nothing but we want to use them. Whenever you want to use them, you have to import these modules because they're not directly available to you to use without importing. So we have to import sentiment analyzer and we are going to download the lexicons. Lexicons are like dictionaries. What sentiment needs to be given for what word is pre-calculated, right? So that is given under lexicons. So we have imported the sentiment analyzer and the lexicon. Now I'm defining my own function. So yesterday we have understood how to define your own function, right? So I'm defining my own function to analyze the emotion. It will take the text as the input and give us the sentiment as the output. What is the sentiment? Whether it is positive sentiment or negative sentiment or neutral sentiment has to be given. For that, I have written a small definition, analyze emotion, wherein we are going to take sentiment analyzer and feed in our text to it. So when I feed in the text to the sentiment analyzer, it is going to give the score to the each review. If the compound score of each review is greater than 0.05, then we call the sentiment as positive. If the sentiment score, the compound value is less than or equal to minus 0.05, the sentiment is called as negative. So I'm writing the if condition to look at. Yeah, I will share the code file at the end, don't worry. Okay. So you can see here, I have defined a small definition to analyze the sentiment. So sentiment score is compared with certain values. If sentiment score is greater than 0.05, you can say it is positive, less than minus 0.05, it's a negative sentiment, then neutral sentiment. So finally written sentiment and sentiment score. Let's say the example text I have given is, I love Python. It's such a powerful and easy programming language. And I'm passing on this text to the analyze emotion function. So if you write analyze emotion and feed in the example text, it should tell you what is the result. Result is nothing but here, it is going to give you the sentiment and sentiment score. Result will be the sentiment and score will be how much is a positive score, how much is a negative score. So you can see here in the next line, text is I love Python. It's a such wonderful, powerful and easy programming language. Sentiment this text is carrying is positive and the scores in this given data, there is no negativity at all, 0% of negativity. Neutral is 0.377. Positive is 0.623. So if you see here, there is no negative words used at all. So 0% negativity. And compound score is calculation. Some mathematical formula will be applied onto this and you'll get this compound score. So total compound score is greater than 0.05. So it is positive score. So if I change anything here, so in example text, I'll write something, I don't love Python. Or simply write some negative sentence. Watching that movie. So it's such a waste of time watching that movie is what I have given. So now if you look at the sentiment of this one, it says negative. It's such a waste of time watching that movie. The sentiment carried out in this particular text is negative. So the compound scores, negative is 0.286, neutral is 0.714, positive is 0, but the compound is minus 0.4. So totally it is a negative sentence. So you can see that we can easily get some sentiment that has to be extracted manually if you have to read so many reviews and if you want to get the sentiment of the each review, which is very painful task, right? So like this, you can get the sentiment calculated for all your entire reviews. So the entire reviews, whatever we have, you can pass in this data to the our analyzer, sentiment analyzer. Instead of this example test, we will pass in our entire reviews. So this is going to give you whether it is positive reviews or negative reviews. Right? So let's just make this, use this for one of our reviews. So where are our reviews? Here we have our reviews here. So there is another way of also doing the score, sentiment score. So that is also included in this file. I'll share this file. You can go through that. So after reading this file, yeah, this is a sentiment analyzer that we were looking at, right? So here, you can delete this. This. Import. And this is. So we are reading the data, okay? After reading the data, we have to strip off the white spaces. So let's just say width is equal to x dot strip for x in x is a column name. So yeah, Apple support. Thank you. So this is the entire book that you have. So here you can give this entire. So you can say book. Club all the reviews together. Okay. How do you club? Just say join and give book. So this is going to club all the reviews together. Okay. Now after clubbing, you just pass on this to our text. So this is results underscore score is there, right? So you copy this. So now, instead of this example text, we pass in our entire reviews book. So it will have result and score. You can print result, which will give you the sentiment, total sentiment of all the reviews together. So all the reviews together, it is giving positive sentiment. That means the 40 reviews that we have read here. So total emotion that or total sentiment of all the reviews is positive. So this Apple MacBook on the whole, some people might be saying negative things, positive things, but on the whole, it is positive. If you want to see the scores as well, you can simply print scores. So scores is also there. So results and scores. So results is positive and scores is this much. How much of negativity is there? So neutral, positivity. So on the whole, if you see, most of them are neutral. 77% neutral are there. 0.07% negative and approximately 15% positive. So on the whole, if you see compound is the score is very high, 0.99 is a positive score. So that's the reason you have the overall review sentiment that is carried is positive. That means people are happy about the product, right? So that is what it says. Okay, so this is called as your sentiment analysis. Similarly, you can do your emotion mining also. So what is emotion mining? So understanding different emotions, not just positive and negative. So you can understand different emotions also. There are 8 different emotions that you can get out of your text data. For that, we have to use another package called as NRC lexicon. This is called as NRC lexicon. This is a framework. So just we need to install this first. Installation method is pip install NRC lex. So this is another lexicon which can actually extract not just positive and negative sentiments, but it can also give you the emotions. 8 different emotions that are carried out in the text data can be given using NRC lex. So from the NRC lex, we are importing the function called as NRC lex. So you join all your text reviews, book of X. We already have joined and it's book.x. Okay. You can ignore this because we've already joined here, no? Which is actually book only. So we can use it as book as well. Ignore that. So instead of text, you're given the book over here. Okay. So sentiment, give just the call in the NRC lex and give your all the reviews combined together. So if you want for only one single one, we can do it, but we are going to do it for entire reviews. Once you calculate the sentiment, just show the sentiment dot effect underscore frequencies. So it will show you all the emotions. What it is saying? It's throwing some error attempted to load. This I think they are it's missing, I guess. So it requires few other dependent libraries. So let's just put those dependent libraries here. NLTK and NLTK download. These are the 2 lines that we need to add. Yeah. So can you see here? It has given you certain proportions of each emotion: fear, anger, trust, surprise, positivity, negativity, sadness, disgust, joys, and anticipation. So these are the different emotions it can mine from the given text data. Okay. So if this is for review, so fear is 0.04, anger. Some people are angry and they're really so I'm afraid. They will write about some nuances like I'm afraid that this is not going to work. So that kind of words are taken as fear and anger. Trust, I believe that this will work, or I believe the battery is good. So such kind of words will be trust. I was so much happy and I did not believe that this is going to happen. Surprise. Positivity is 26%, negativity is 10%, sadness 5%, 0.05. Disgust 0.03, joy 0.09, anticipation, they're still more expecting 13%. So these are the proportion of all your emotions that are carried out in the given text. So it's not just for this entire book of reviews. You can simply call in your sentiment, NRC lex, and for a single sentiments also, you can write your own sentences and see how it is going to work. So something like this. Okay. So instead of book, you can write your own text. I'm happy that I have taken the decision to join AI course. I believe it would be a perfect step up for my career, something like this. I have written a random sentence. So for this, if you want to see what are the different emotions that this particular sentence is having, so you can simply say sentiment dot affect frequencies. Okay. Affect underscore frequency. So this is going to give you the sentiment. No fear, there is no fear. Anger, no. Anticipation. Trust, this there is certain trust in. I believe you have written. No? Positivity is there, joy is there, anticipation is there. So why anticipation? I written, I believe it would be a perfect step up. I'm happy, joy is there, right? So like this, what are the emotions carried out in this sentence is given. So if I write, but, okay, here you're writing, but I am afraid that it might take little time and effort, okay? So let's just say this is what you're worried about. So now if I change this, see, if I again run this, frequencies will be changed. Okay. So a little negativity is added here. Little fear is added because I've written I'm afraid that. So little fear is added. So this is how it is going to give you the emotions from a given textual data. Right? Is it interesting? Hope this was making some sense and it is interesting. All right. So if you have any questions, please put it in the chat window. Yeah, somebody asked for the file. Tomorrow I will share. I mean, tomorrow will be the last class. So I will share the files tomorrow. You want it now itself? Amar, can I share the files or you want to upload them at some place and share them the link?
You can share here.
Okay, fine.
You can share. I will also download and will upload that, and they will also link.
Sure. So this is Colab file, friends. You have to open it in the Google Colab itself. Yeah, we are training the model before giving the input. Yes, those are pre-built trained models. Already training has been done for them. So I was talking about lexicons, right? So lexicons are the models that we are going to look at. Yeah, I have sent the file. You can download them. Yeah, in some libraries we have pre-built models. So most of the times we can use pre-built models only from it. So The one that I have shown you, uh, like Vader, it's a lexicon. We cannot even say it's a completely pre-built model. It's a lexicon which will have a dictionary format of which word in the data would belong to which kind of sentiment or which kind of emotion. Of course, they're pre-built models. Once I give the data, there's a lot of process that the data has to go through and then calculate the sentiment for it. So, yes, these are kind of pre-built models. So we can call them language models also. Yes, you can train it yourself also. But to go through all those details of training, testing here, we don't have so much of time. This is just uh, a workshop for you to understand how AI, NLP, deep learning is going to work. So not from the scratch, we are not going to do it. But yes, if you want to become an AI engineer or AI researcher, or you want to take up the AI as a career, you will have to learn all those things: how to train the model, how to test your models, how to evaluate your models. There are a lot of things that we have to do. Yes. So tomorrow I'll show you one of the small example on the image classification, basically part of your artificial neural networks, wherein I'll show you training and how do you test the data and how do you get the output as well. So of course, it's not going to be in detail because neural network training is not easy, but I will show you the code and I will explain you what is happening so that you can see in live how the training of the model happens and what are the nitty-gritties that we have to look at. So tomorrow I will explain you about that. All right. Thank you all. Hope everyone has downloaded the file. Thank you so much.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, all of you. Guys, we'll see you on tomorrow at same time. Till the time, take care of yourself and take care of your family. And we'll see you on tomorrow. Bye bye. Have a nice day ahead.